everybody. Welcome back to another episode of I Live for This Review, UK edition, season 6, right?
Wow, you seem really confused.
Well, we just did Dracula season 6, so I'm like, are they both season 6? But yes, it's season 6.
Yeah, I think
Episode 7, we are on the Rusical, which is always, really crazy because this is where you get to see if people can actually do.
Are you going to actually introduce yourself and
yeah,
introduce
I'm going
me?
to. If you let me listen, I'm trying to avoid this ugly ass scarf of yours, bitch. Girl,
I know.
She over here acting like she's going through like -30 degrees, bitch. And
I know.
Lives in Florida.
As soon as I got on this camera, I knew it was going to be jarring for you because the way you said it, and you're like, I could hear you before you even came on. You were like, "Oh my god!" And then when you came on, your face was like frozen. I was.
I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm just like moving along.
This is my long ass scarf from Drag Race All Stars, the knitted sweater thing. A fan actually made this for me.
Yeah, it's the lady that makes all those crazy gremlin not the statues, but the little
this thing is so
animals.
long. This thing is like really fucking long.
Yeah. But yes, we have myself, Chantel Sparkles, as your co-host, and
Trinity the Tuck, also the co-host.
Yeah, we co-hosting together because we co-host, yeah.
Because we co-host.
Yes. Because we hostesses.
Hostesses this.
Yes, but this episode is the review, not the review, it's the
Girl, what is going on with Miss Chantel today?
What is it called? They call that damn show the Rusical review. There we go. Girl, UK episode 7.
You had said Dracula. You said UK.
Listen,
you were confused, honey.
We just got done doing another episode.
Y'all, this has been a long weekend. We were both at Entertainer of the Year, which is a national competition that we both have won. It was held in Louisville.
Yeah, the brain is not braining. It's a fried egg right now.
Chantel had to judge like almost 40 contestants the whole weekend. I had to handle backstage for 40 contestants the whole weekend, plus fly home. And that same day, with 1 hour of sleep, I had to judge a pageant last night.
And make sure the formers were good. So that's
and girl, we are exhausted, but we are here for you.
Yes, for
and
you.
We are here for Rusical. Okay, yes. Let's get into it. Let's do it. RuPaul comes in and says this week's Maxi Challenge is Top of the Tops musical. And it took me a minute to understand that. I was like, Pop of the Tops. But they meant like pop, like top artists of pop music.
Yeah.
In the UK. And these girls are not going to be lip syncing. They are singing live.
Which is very impressive.
Very impressive. Very impressive. So each contestant has to basically do a character of a pop artist. So Octavia is doing Jerry Holloway from the Spice Girls. We have Lavoie doing Shirley Bassey. Charity doing Kylie Minogue. Relisa doing Adele. Kyron doing George Michael. Marmalade doing Sir Elton John. And Lil doing Cilla Black. And because of Kyron and Lavoie winning last week, they get to choose the roles. But I feel like everything was very fair. They listened to they picked what they wanted, and everybody got pretty much what they wanted.
Everybody got what you would have pictured them to get.
Yeah. And I think it was a really smart choice for everybody.
So let's start off with this look that RuPaul wears. They're in this neon dress look. What do you think of this?
I hate this.
I do too.
Girl, this is the second week that I've just not liked RuPaul's look. I just don't like it. It's too short in the front. I feel like when she's standing still, it does look better than her walking forward.
Yeah.
Like the rouging around the waist is pretty, but I
don't like the breast area.
The breast area looks too chunky. It looks like it's hot glued together. I also don't like her hair this week. I feel like it looks matronly and old. It looks
very Betty White.
Very Betty White.
It does.
Her makeup looks gorgeous like always. I'm just gonna say that
This is the
this
first time I've given it a bad
this is
pussy.
a bad pussy, sweetie.
Yeah.
Bad pussy.
You said bad pussy a few times, but this is the very first time I've given RuPaul a bad pussy. I don't like this.
Sorry, RuPaul. Moving on. We have Michelle and
It's giving Karen.
girl. Why? I've seen her in like a short wig. She's not a short wig galley.
I don't mind this, to be
She's not a
honest. It's
pussycat.
not horrible.
No, no,
It's not
no,
horrible. I've seen some of
no,
her frizzy looks that look very dated and stuff.
no.
She kind of gives me old school Pink from her very first album.
You could have just put old
Old
pink.
school.
Old pink.
Yes, old Pink, but then nobody would get it. But Pink from her very first album, but you know, it's
This is
definitely
not giving
not
pop star to me. I get more old lady. This is like an old lady trying to be a pop star.
trying to be cool. It's like the cool aunt.
It's not. I'm not vibing. She looks beautiful in the face. I might have liked the bodysuit with different hair, but right, I'm just too distracted. This is old lady to me.
Yeah, for me, I wish I could give it what's in between old lady and pop star?
Drunk aunt.
There we go. Let's do drunk aunt.
I
I live.
I live for this. I don't live for that. Let's see. We're gonna talk about the runways now. Now we can go to drag.looks. Drag.looks for the runway of Drag Race UK. And the theme this week. Oh, actually, let's talk about their performances first, because that's what we saw first.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this challenge.
It really, really shows who is like good at what they do.
Well, I thought even the worst ones did good. Like
Yeah.
no one to me was just bad this week.
Yeah, everybody was good.
Now, there was obviously some that were like this was not their challenge. But they still didn't do bad. Like in another episode, like in another cast where we had people that are not strong at all, like I could see even the worst ones doing like being safe.
Yeah, we're still not at that point where we're starting to see who's the low people and who's the. I mean, for every episode we've been like, okay, we know who's gonna win, but we don't know who's going home per se.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's just start with the Lavoie. Lavoie comes out. What did you think of her performance?
This was her in her fucking natural element. Like, we know that Lavoie is this kind of queen. Like, period.
Yeah.
They did this for their talent. One in one of the very first episodes. This is just Lavoie's natural element. I thought it was a slay.
Yeah. I thought she did fantastic.
The voice was rich too.
Lavoie is a fantastic live performer. I would buy tickets to see Lavoie's show.
Me too.
I think she's probably a great MC, definitely fantastic singer, probably has a lot of great jokes, probably very interactive with her fans. I would definitely buy tickets to see Lavoie. I'm a big Lavoie, just in her drag, fan.
Yeah.
I like this dress that she's wearing. It seems very her style.
I hated it.
I liked it for what it was. It's like old school, like.
Do you think that
Shirley
was
Bassey.
something that Set gave them, or did she have that already? Because it was not fitted and it looked cheap.
It probably was something that they gave them, but either way, I liked it for what this was. For a runway, no. But for the challenge, I liked it for this. I thought I liked it. I feel like it's more authentic her. A lot of her runways this season have been her trying to be what she thinks the judges want.
Yeah.
And I just want to see more old school Lavoie.
Me too.
But I thoroughly enjoyed her. I thought she was fantastic. Up next we have Marmalade, and girl, I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I was blown away. I thought she gave Sir Elton John down. Like even the voice sounded like a little bit like him.
Yeah,
The mannerisms, the paint, the costume, like it was him. I was like, oh my gosh.
yeah, it was fierce.
I am so like it's so underwhelming how she's being slept on by the
Yep,
judges. They have like overlooked her time and time and time and time and time and time again.
yep,
I just feel like to me, Marmalade could have won 2 or 3 challenges by now.
yeah, for sure.
I thought she was fantastic. What'd you think?
The same thing. Like I was like gagged when they were coming out as Sir Elton John. I was like, this is so cool. The only thing that kind of got on my nerves was that one feather kept like getting her face. But other than that, like the performance was just fierce. It was
Yeah,
beyond.
so good. I even liked when she was in the background, she was still acting with her facial expressions
I
too.
will say she did mess up her and Lavoie with the flagography.
Oh, I
It
didn't
was,
notice.
yeah, it was not. I mean, I think what it was is I was still on my judging game from EOY. I was like, let me see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the
Uh,
flagography was not
oh,
flagging.
the flagography. Uh-huh.
I
These
flagged
flaggots
that.
are these flaggots are off. These
Yep.
flaggots are off.
So I said, okay, you great, but you and Lavoie cannot work together, I see.
After Marmalade, we have Kyron, and let me tell you one thing. I am a little. We see later on. We'll talk about it. We see a little bit of people complaining about Kyron's attitude, and Kyron does have an attitude. She's a little too cocky for my
Little cocky.
liking, a little too, a little too this, a little too that. But I will tell you, bitch, she delivers.
Mm-hmm.
Delivers almost every single time.
Yep.
And so, I guess if you're gonna be that good, you can be cocky. But
Yep.
it's still annoying. But girl, she proves herself yet again in this challenge. Like
Yep.
I was like, this is George Michael down. Like
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't somebody that I felt like was like top winner.
oh, I thought she could have won. I thought she was definitely top 3. It was like the top 3 to me were so like neck and neck. I was like I would have whatever. But she was great to me. I thought it was so good. The hair, the makeup, the mannerisms, the voice, she sounded great. What did you think?
I thought the same thing about after they had got done, I was like, compared to everybody else's performances, I felt like they were definitely top three, but wasn't gonna win.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, after Kyron, we have Octavia. And Octavia, the thing about Octavia is no matter if it's a lip sync, if it's a performance, it's an acting, it's singing, whatever it is, she
Goes
pushes
in, bitch.
her
Balls
all.
deep.
She does her all, full energy. She's like the Energizer Bunny. And I think that's so commendable because she's putting in 1000%.
Yep.
Um, I didn't think it was very Jerry. Um,
Oh yeah. Not even the hair was very Jerry.
yeah, she overdid it, but
It
I
was
didn't
still
think
campy and funny.
yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was too much. So comparatively, it wasn't as on point to the character like the other 3 have been so far. But it was still good for just for the entertainment value of it. What'd you think?
I thought that exactly what you said. When she came out, she was definitely giving a lot of energy. She's a great performer. She knows how to give her all. Like the energy is always at 150%. But the hair was terrible. Wasn't really Jerry.
Yeah.
But it's just one of them things, like you said, like, everybody was so good that if we're judging based on energy and like comedic, she was funny. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? She was still like either safe or in the top for me because it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Next we have Relisa, and she's doing Adele. What'd you think of her performance?
Her performance in the beginning, I was like, okay, it's gonna be killing. I'm like, oh my god, it's Adele. Because Adele can be a really hard character to do. She's
Yeah.
very, very ballady. She loves to give drama, but surprisingly, she made it really funny. You know what I mean?
Really funny.
Yeah, I really liked it, and it really showed Relisa's vocal range. Her voice is really good. It's solid. It has a lot of color to her voice. Probably one of my favorite singers besides Lavoie on the show. And I can see her going on after the show and doing like full on music
Yeah.
and being really successful with it.
Yeah, because she said that she's never been trained or anything like that. If with just a little bit of training, her voice is immaculate.
Yeah.
She's fantastic. I agree with you. I thought she was fantastic. I thought the beginning was very Adele, very boring. Not that Adele is bad, but it's ballads.
There's only so much you can do with certain characters.
Right. And with Drag Race, everything is over the top and camp and fun. But it had that break where it turned into camp and fun, and she did a fantastic job of playing both sides.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic as well. After release, we have Charity, and I was really worried about Charity. I was really
Me
worried.
too.
And even at the beginning of her number, I was worried about Charity. But as it went on, I was like, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
The makeup was not very Kylie, but the
The
look
look itself, it
the
was.
look was very Kylie. The movement was very Kylie. It was very funny. She hit the puns.
And her
Um,
accent also made it funny.
yeah, and it ended up being really good. I thought it was a clear safe.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
What'd you think?
I thought the same thing. Like everything that she did, um, to me, I thought it was like just it was one of them safe moments. It wasn't horrible, which I feel really bad because Charity is like really trying to stand out and like be that bitch that is gonna win something, but
Yeah,
she's just flying under the radar. But this is exactly what I said, bitch, didn't I? I was
yeah,
like, this is a queen that's gonna fly under the radar, and she's probably gonna make it to the very end, probably
yeah,
top four. You know what I mean?
yeah. After Charity, we have Lil, and Lil kind of has a hard job. She's like the host that fills in all the gaps and has her solo moment at the end. Um,
I
I
just didn't think that she was like funny in the beginning.
Go ahead, tell me the rest of it. What you thought.
You said, oh, since you want to interrupt me,
You
bitch.
already started, bitch. You might as well finish,
No, I
sweetie.
just like in the beginning when she started, I was like, oh, mama, mama, Lil is giving Lil energy. And then I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. And then later it got a little bigger. And then when she had her moment, I was like, okay, cool. But it still just wasn't giving. It wasn't giving me anything compared to what everybody else had. And you could tell that Lil was not in her element. You know what I mean?
I feel like she could have done this. She just got in her head
Yeah.
because during the run through when they were on the couch, she had this character voice that
Yeah.
it was so clear and so interesting and funny, and she did it a couple of times throughout, but her voice was. Are you tired, bitch?
Girl, I'm still catching up from this weekend.
Her voice was it kept changing. It kept going like into this character voice and then a little out of it.
You think it was because the camera was so close up in her asshole that she was like, oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like
Right?
she just was nervous and not
That's what I mean.
yeah, and not
Because she was like right up on the camera. She was like,
yeah. She should have just went over the top with it and it would have been better. But I agree with you. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
yeah,
Yeah.
for
Um Now let's go over
the
who.
runways.
No. Let's go over who your favorite performance.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, Favorite performance was probably Lavoie down.
Same, same.
Yeah.
Lavoie's performance was my favorite. Who was your least favorite?
Least favorite, and this is just saying, even though everyone was good, well, I'm judging based off of levels here. Probably either Octavia or Lil.
Octavia was my least favorite. Lil at least gave us something a little different with that voice. I feel like Octavia was just Octavia, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Now the runway is a night of 1,000 Dianas, Princess Dianas, and I was so excited because Princess Diana is a fashion icon. Even like we're not British, but even over here, her fashion
Yeah, we always heard about
influences.
Princess Diana.
Oh yeah, her fashion influences even over here to this day. So I was really excited. I do feel like I was really underwhelmed by this runway.
Yeah, for sure.
I felt like there was
There was only
so
like
much
one or two
potential.
people that did something fierce.
Yeah, I mean, to me there was only one, but we'll
Yeah.
go over them in order. Let's go to dragged out looks. I've been trying, girl. I've said this like 14
I
times.
know you're excited. You want to get to these looks.
Let's get to
bitch.
the looks, honey. Let's get to the looks. You can go ahead and start.
Yeah, so starting with the looks, let's start with Marmalade. She is in this polka dots. It's very what's the theme when in pageants whenever sportswear.
Sportswear.
It's giving sportswear down.
Yes.
And really loving how they're playing with the polka dots being draped and like put in different directions. They have this really cool hat on top, black tights, black gloves, just it's really, really fierce. I thought it was really clean. I liked it. I would
Yeah.
give this a great pussy.
Yeah, I also agree with you. I felt like she accessorized it perfectly with the brooches, with the black tights, the black purse,
Her makeup
black.
looks good too.
Yeah, all of it was just so smart and sleek. She looks super thin and tall and
She had her mannerisms too.
yes, all of it was just very, very demure.
Yes, very
Very,
mindful of
very
how Princess
mindful.
Diana walked and acted.
Yes. Um, great pussy.
Great
Great
pussy.
pussy. Yeah.
Next up, we have Lil, and they came out in this big, huge wedding puffy
Went,
sleeves
yeah.
gown. At first, I was like, okay, the flowers look really fucking cheap. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
okay.
For me, I'm like, the bouquet. Come on, give me the bow, the K. Okay, give me the bouquet. But
The bouquet was just okay.
that part. So, but I was like, I'm still living for the sleeves. The length of the dress was perfect. The way that they modeled was correct. And then as soon as she came to the edge and she ripped that dress off in half, I was gagging. I
Yeah.
said, bitch, this is giving Grease. You know how
Oh,
she
okay.
like she came out and she had the little edgy like dress or whatever on, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was the revenge dress.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I thought it was great. It really showed Lil embracing their tattoos and also doing the playful side of Princess Diana. I liked it. I thought it was a great pussy.
Yeah, I also liked all of this. I thought it was great. I thought the wedding dress was very really pretty. I also think the flowers look cheap. The train of the dress was authentic to Princess Diana's, which was very long.
Oh, was it?
It was very long.
Mm.
And then the revenge dress was cute. I mean, it was okay. If she would have wore that by itself, I would have been like, nope.
No,
But
ma'am.
because it was a reveal and it was some, it was a two-part look, I'm happy with the reveal. I do like that she changed the fabric of the revenge dress because I believe the revenge dress was like velvet or something. And
Yeah.
this is leather, which goes along more like this is like a punk Princess Diana, which is very low. I liked it. Is it the best thing ever? No. So I'm gonna say good pussy.
Work. Next up, we have Kyran, and they come out in this big red long coat. Um, this hair is very wispy, flipped out. What do you think of this?
I feel like Kyron's forehead looks very wide in this wig, honey. Her face looks big in this wig. I agree with Michelle. This wig needed to be double the size. Because Kyron's face just looks huge in this tiny wig. I like the puffer jacket. I think it's oversized. It's giving the idea of the original. She takes it off. She's also in the revenge dress, which
Yeah.
Lil did, but just she did more of a an authentic take on it. Overall, I thought it was good. Wasn't great, so I'm gonna say good pussy.
Yeah, for me, the hair was just horrible. I hated how it was like over texturized to where the ends were like really thin and wispy, and it was too small. Um, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you did something. The coat was just weirdly shaped. I don't know what the coat originally looks like, but didn't like it. I just did not like how it looked. And when she took it off, her body looks it's giving supermodel. Her body.
Yeah.
But the hair is a no for me. I gave this a good pussy because it still looked good when she did the reveal, but I hated the coat.
Oh wow. Wow.
Next up, we're going into Charity. And what do you think of this look?
I like the dress. I think from the
It's definitely
shoulders,
giving Trinity Taylor the dress.
I think from the shoulders down, the dress is really pretty. I like the gloves. I like surprisingly, I like the tights with this.
You even made gloves like this one time with flowers all over them.
Yeah, I do like it. I think it's made well. I think the fit is nice. I absolutely hate her hair, and more than her hair, I hate her fucking makeup this
Me
week.
too. Her makeup
Girl,
looks fucking awful.
why you mentioned this last week with Kyron, and then this week it's her. Don't paint your eye so freaking big and give us no crease. If you're gonna paint this big, you have to over exaggerate your crease to match the size of the eye.
Yeah.
She literally looks like she painted a brow way up here and put on a lash, and that's
Yeah.
it. I hate it. I
And
hate
also her
it.
her lips, hate it.
I
Her
hate
lips
it.
also are not lined. So it just looks like she's like playing in her mother's lipstick and just put it on. You know what I
She
mean?
looks like that. Was it Mad TV that had the character that had the hair like this and the little hands?
Oh my God, yes, it's giving that.
That's what she looked like.
Yeah, it's
If somebody knows what that character is, put it in the comments.
baby hands, honey.
The baby hands, honey. But if it wasn't for the head, how's her head? Awful. I would give this a good pussy, but because her head is terrible, I'm going to say hit it and quit it.
I said hit it and quit it too. The hair was just awful. The makeup was awful, but the look itself, meh, it was good.
Okay,
You're safe, sweetie.
you're safe.
Next up, we have Lavoie with that wet ass pussy, and she's in this this tennis racket look where she's playing tennis. Describe this look for me, please.
Well, I feel like Lavoie was trying to be different. Again, she's trying to show the judges a different side of her. I've never seen a Lavoie show, so I don't know if she does this kind of like dumb humor.
Yeah,
This doesn't seem like Lavoie to me. Like Lavoie seems more sophisticated. Lavoie seems more elevated with their style. So when she came out with this, I like it. The initial shock of her having water thrown on her was funny. I did
yeah, I
like
was
that.
gagged. I was like, yes,
Yeah, I did like that. But if we're being honest and we're being true and we're judging based off of RuPaul's Drag Race standards, this was not good. It was not
yeah,
good. You literally went to the store and bought some athletic wear and was like, okay, this to me is just as bad as wearing H&M on the runway.
yeah,
Um, I get the idea. I'm gonna give her kudos and points for the idea. So it's not a bad pussy. I'm gonna give it a hit it and quit it.
yeah. I gave it hit it and quit it almost to Bad Pussy just because I was like, oh girl, she looked busted. But the whole idea was funny and creative and
Yeah,
different from the rest, just like what the judges said. So I said hit it and quit it.
yeah.
Next
Next
up,
up, we go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
Next up, we have Relisa, and Relisa comes out in this gold with black design dress. To me, this looked like it was going to be a cover up that she takes it off and it's going to be something else. The fabric is giving cheap, 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 cheap,
It's
cheap,
not
cheap.
fitted either, which makes you think because it's not fitted that it's going to be a cover up.
Yes, girl. It was so cheap, cheap, cheap. It was giving chickens, honey. Cheap, 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 cheap and everywhere. I think she looks beautiful in the face. The look is not great. It's not bad. It could like with the right fit, different fabric, it could have been good.
You know,
Um,
Rihanna's looking at it and be like, bitch, I would never wear that.
I would never.
She would never, honey, be that only girl in the world.
So she probably is the only girl in the world that would wear this. But I'm gonna say it's a hit it and quit it.
Yeah, for me, it was hit it and quit it just because of the fit issues. But all in all, I thought it was an interesting look. I feel like there was a good idea here, it just wasn't executed right.
Yeah, yeah. Next up, we have Octavia and throw it away. Throw it away.
Girl,
The wig, throw it away. The dress, throw it away. The makeup, throw it away. Everything, throw it away. Um, like RuPaul said during the critiques, there's something so likable about Octavia. I really like her as a person. as an entertainer. She's very entertaining.
Yeah,
She needs time to grow. I think give her a couple of years and she's going to be way more fierce.
I told you that.
But this whole thing right here, throw it away, honey. It looks like she went to somebody's grandma's closet, pulled out their wig and their Sunday dress and said, I'm walking on RuPaul's Drag Race stage right now.
Yeah, it's giving church lady down.
It is awful. Bad pussy.
Bad pussy. The wig looks like fucking Party City, bitch.
Girl, go back to Party City where you belong. So, out of all of these looks, who is your favorite?
My favorite look, best look for me was it was between either Lil or Marmalade.
Mom was Marmalade. Down.
Okay. Who was
Yeah.
your worst favorite or your worst look?
My worst favorite.
Your worst favorite.
Actavia. I would say Lavoie, but at least with Lavoie there's some camp to it.
Yeah.
Actavia, I think she literally thought she was giving fashion. And it just was not, no ma'am. So least
Mine
is
was
Actavia.
mine was Actavia too, bitch.
Now, overall, if you combine your runway scores and your performance scores, who was your winner?
Lavoie. Well, hmm. I did both. I did two people. I did a duh and a slash duh. So I was between Lil or Marmalade.
Okay, mine was Marmalade.
Yeah.
And the reason why I picked Marmalade is because she was the most consistent. She had a fierce runway and she was fierce in the challenge.
Oh, are we talking about the challenge and their runway?
To combine, yeah.
Oh, okay. Mine, so I was doing best look on the runway.
Well, we just talked about that, bitch. You already said it was Marmalade. We said your winner overall. Like if you
Oh,
combine
okay. Then let me scroll down. Top was Lavoie for me.
my top was Marmalade. That's who
Okay.
I would have had win. Who was your bottom two?
Bottom was Actavia and Lil.
Same. I think
Yeah.
I think they were the clear.
Yeah, for sure. You could just tell by the energy.
Yeah. We find out that the actual winner is Lavoie, so you got that one right. And I'm not mad about it. I'm fine with her winning. I just think that Marmalade did better overall with most consistent. Um, Actual bottom two is Actavia and Lil. We both got those right. They were both obvious. The lip sync is Time Warp. Great lip sync choice for both of these girls because Octavia's kind of strange and Lil's kind of strange, but in two different ways. So this gives them both a chance to show.
This lip sync was just so good to me.
I thought it was great. I thought it was so good. I
thought they were going to do a double save.
I thought that in parts Octavia did do better, but then there was just a lot of parts where Octavia was just like we said, she's just a lot. Like
She's like Callie, bitch. When you tell her like to go a lot, she goes at like 300%.
Yeah.
There's no happy medium.
It's very spastic, and I feel
Yes.
like Lil was a little bit more even kilter through the whole thing, and I think that's why she ended up winning the lip sync.
Yeah. But like I said, I thought that they were going to do a double save, especially the way that they announced Lil. They were like, Lil. And then all of a sudden you heard it. Everybody looked around and was like, you know what I mean? It just was,
Yeah.
They were waiting for the drama for Octavia to be like, oh.
Yeah, but this was like Octavia's third time in the bottom. It was just time. It was time. Even if she deserved to stay because of the lip sync, I think she had already peaked and shown what she came to show. But I really like her energy. I think she's very positive. I hope for her that she does great things with her career, and I wish her all the luck.
Yeah, she's very sweet. Even like when I tagged her and stuff and talked to her online, she always responds like very, very humble.
Who do you think is going to win the season?
Girl, just by looking, it's one of them things where you can tell how production is veering things. It's between Lavoie or Kyron.
I agree.
It's gonna be one of them. Period. You already know.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the winning counts, but I know that it like Lavoie and Kyron both have 3.
I don't think anybody else has badges.
Girl, they have won all of them. Wow.
It's gotta be.
You know what? That would be gaggy if we went through this entire season and the wins just went back and forth between them two.
I mean, like I said earlier, it's becoming the Kyron and LeBois show.
You know what? I would kind of live if it was like, girl, we ain't giving nobody else any wins. Y'all are gonna, it's just gonna be y'all. I would kind of live.
I would be fucking annoyed if I was one of the girls.
I would be annoyed, but I'd be like, you know what? Hey, at least you showing us what you trying to do here. And you know, we can't be mad. Kyron and LeBois have been killing it.
Yeah, they have been.
They have been. Well, that has been our episode. We hope you have enjoyed. Please leave a comment on your favorite and who you think's gonna win. Also, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Follow Chantel Sparkles, her hair page at Glitterbomb Wigs, me on TikTok at Trinity the Talk, and we will see you next week.
Bye!